Alright, okay.
Well, dear students, in this video we are going to discuss on nutrition in bacteria. Compared to many organisms, bacteria as a group show the most extensive metabolic diversity. What is metabolic diversity? Metabolic diversity mainly refers to the different metabolic strategies that organisms have evolved to obtain energy. It's called metabolic diversity. So, bacteria shows most extensive metabolic diversity. Most of the bacteria are heterotrophic. Most of the bacteria are heterotrophic and some are autotrophic. On the basis of nutrition, bacteria are classified into three categories. One is called autotrophs. These bacteria use light or chemical energy for their own food synthesis. On the basis of source of energy, autotrophs are of the following two types. One is called photoautotrophs. These bacteria use light energy for food synthesis. Photosynthetic pigments are present in cytoplasm for photosynthesis. These bacteria photosynthesis is non-oxygenic. They need hydrogen ion for photosynthesis. So hydrogen ion is received from sources like inorganic sulfur compound H2S or organic compounds such as amino acids, isopropyl alcohol, IPA, fatty acids, etc. And another one is that is also an autotroph called chemosynthetic autotrophs. These are non-photosynthetic autotrophs, that is photosynthetic pigments are absent. They use chemical energy instead of light energy for food synthesis. Chemical energy is obtained from oxidation of chemical compounds. These bacteria oxidize chemical compounds and release energy which is used for food synthesis. Let us see some of the examples of this bacteria that relate to both photosynthetic autotrophs and chemosynthetic autotrophs. When you see photosynthetic autotrophs, purple sulfur bacteria, that is chromatium. Another one is green sulfur bacteria, chlorobium thiotrix, and purple non-sulfur bacteria, rhodospirillum, rhodopseudomonas. These are the examples for photosynthetic autotrophs. Whereas the examples for chemosynthetic autotrophs are nitrifying bacteria. They oxidize the nitrogenous compounds and obtain their energy. So nitrate bacteria converts ammonia to nitrite. Examples are going to be nitrosomonas and nitrococcus. And another example is going to be nitrate bacteria, which converts nitrite into nitrate. Example is going to be Nitrobacter. Another one is going to be heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, most of the bacteria are heterotrophic bacteria. They cannot manufacture their own food. They receive their own food from dead organic matter or living organism. These are of following types. One is a saprophytic bacteria. In saprophytic bacteria, these are bacteria obtain food from dead or decaying organic matter. They are of two types. These are saprotrophic bacteria are of two types. One is obligate saprotrophic. These bacteria obtain food from dead organic matter. These are completely saprotrophs. Example, Bacillus vulgaris, Clostridium botulinum. These are the example. Another one is facultative parasite. That means these are normally saprophyte in nature, but in the absence of dead organic matter, they become parasitic. Examples are going to be Pseudomonas and Staphylococcus. And parasitic bacteria. They obtain their food from living organisms. They are also divided in two types. One is obligate parasite. They always remain parasitic. That is, the examples are going to be Mycobacterium leprae, and another one is facultative saprotrophic. They are normally parasitic in nature, but in the presence of living host, they become saprotrophs. Example, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And another last one is going to be symbiotic bacteria. These bacteria convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds like amino acid, NO3, or salts of ammonia. These are the compounds that are prepared from atmospheric nitrogen. The example is symbiotic bacteria going to be Rhizobium.